Welcome to Story Spin. Today's theme is cheating and a few people asking, is it justified? First up is, I caught my husband cheating after 11 years of marriage. Let's spin it. I'm a 32-year-old female. My husband is 36. We've been married for over 11 years, and we have a 5-year-old child together. Last night I caught him cheating. He was texting his lover. And I'm an absolute wreck. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I take care of everything. He goes to work. His job pays well, so we live a good life. But now he's telling me he has feelings for this woman, and he's not ready to let everything go. He wants us to stay married. He wants to keep the life we've built. He doesn't like the idea of divorce for a lot of reasons, but mostly for our son. I had no idea. It was fate that I caught him. He must have been extremely careful about hiding it. We had a good life together. Sure, we argued sometimes, but we were still having sex regularly, still acting like a family. I asked him to cut ties with her. He said he can't, because he doesn't want to hurt her. That pisses me off so much. I even brought up couples counseling, and he agreed, but still, he says he wants to keep her in his life, as a friend. I'm still in shock. I don't know what to do, what to think, what to even say. We talked about divorce. It wouldn't be imminent, because I'd need time to get an associate degree, find a job that pays decently, and then we'd need to sell the house. But I thought we were a good team. I thought we were working well together, and I'm sure he doesn't want a divorce, not just for our son, but also to keep up appearances with his parents and job. I haven't been able to eat anything since last night. He says he still loves me, that I'm still his priority, that he doesn't want to leave me, but I feel sick to my stomach. How does someone live after something like this? He cheated, in their bed, while she was home. Bold choice. Up next, another wife. Same betrayal, slightly more subtle. I'm a 27-year-old female, and I've been married to my husband, who's 28, since October. We love each other. It's always been easy. He can be tough to handle sometimes, but so can I. I can't say I even suspected this. Last night, I had a couple drinks, and I did something I really shouldn't have. I'd been having these thoughts for 2 days straight, for absolutely no reason. This constant urge kept hitting me. Check his phone, check his phone. I didn't want to, because I felt like if I did, I would find something that would ruin everything. I tried so hard to fight the urge because it felt so shitty. But then I found his phone in the bathroom, and I opened it. He was talking to a girl. He said, "Those pants you were wearing yesterday, you wanted to get spanked." She replied, "I'm waiting for you." And the conversation ended with, "I love you." Now, I don't even know this girl. I confronted him. He said she was a workmate, and he didn't act on anything. Nothing physical happened, and he says he's sorry. Now I just feel like absolute shit. I don't know how to approach this. I haven't told my family yet. I'm just sitting here with so many thoughts running through my head, and I don't know what to do. TLDR. My husband is cheating on me, and we've been married less than a year. Is this salvageable? Should I end this? Edit. We've been together since high school. I loved him so much, ever since we were kids. It's hard for me to read these comments because dumping him isn't easy for me to even hear. I know he cheated. Deep down, I know. And I'm starting to think maybe this wasn't the first time. I live in Egypt. Divorce is a pretty big thing here. If I really go through with it, it's going to be incredibly hard on me. I love him, but I don't think I can ever trust him again. We were always happy. I don't know what went wrong. Should I text this girl and confront her? Am I being crazy? He wanted to fix the marriage, just not enough to stop sleeping around. Now let's hear from someone on the other side of the mess in I cheated on my wife, but stopped halfway through. Stay tuned because this one comes with updates. I'm a 40-year-old man. My wife is 38. We've been together for 5 years, married for 2, and I truly feel like we have a great relationship. No real complaints. Up until now, I would have told you I'd never stray. But last week I was away for work, staying in a hotel, and something happened. A young woman, 21 years old, sat down next to me and started flirting. I'll admit, it felt good. It was a real ego boost. I've got a bit of a dad bod now, and I've been feeling like I'm losing my looks. Being flirted with by someone so young, it hit me hard. After a little conversation, she invited herself up to my hotel room, and we started to have sex. For me, it was all about the thrill. Just being desired by someone else, especially someone so much younger. I was slightly drunk, and I figured, realistically, I might never get the chance to sleep with a 21-year-old again. But that thrill, it wore off fast. I realized I wasn't enjoying myself. She just laid there, total starfish. Occasionally, she'd pose like she thought it was sexy, but that was it. She didn't touch me, didn't talk to me, didn't seem interested in me at all. I felt like a prop. When I'm with my wife, it's passionate. She's all over me, grabbing me, touching me, talking to me, getting on top. She makes me feel like the hottest guy in the world. But with this girl, I felt like I could walk out of the room and she wouldn't even notice. It hit me how much better it is with my wife, how much more connected, more alive I feel with her. I couldn't stay aroused. About 10 minutes in, I stopped. I asked her to leave, and she did. I didn't finish. I just took a shower, and then I called my wife. I just wanted to hear her voice. Now I'm back home, and I haven't told her. There's a guilty part of me that says I should, that she deserves to know. But there's another part of me that says, why cause her that pain? Why torpedo our marriage over something that meant nothing? Something I didn't enjoy and will never do again? It only proved how much I love her, how much I want her, and that I'll never stray again. So, what's the right thing to do? Do I tell her, or do I carry this guilt alone? TLDR. I started to sleep with another woman but stopped halfway through. Now I'm racked with guilt. Should I tell my wife or keep it to myself? The OP posted a few weeks later. Let's get into I told my wife the truth. We're getting a divorce. I really took a beating from Reddit when I made my first post, so maybe some of you will be happy to hear this update. Maybe not. After writing that post, I was still unsure whether or not to tell my wife. Not because I'm selfish, like some people said, but because I couldn't find the logic in telling her something that would only hurt her, especially when I knew it was never going to happen again. But I also listened to what people said. A lot of you said if it were you, you'd want to know. And I understood that too. In the end, it didn't matter. A few days after I got back from my work trip, my wife noticed something was wrong. She said I'd been quiet, distant, not myself. She looked so worried about me. And in that moment, I decided to tell her everything. I didn't want us to have secrets. I told her what happened, that I'd been unfaithful, that I'd stopped, that I regretted it. She didn't believe me at first. She believed I'd slept with someone else, but not that I stopped or that the sex was bad. So I showed her the Reddit post. I wanted her to see I wasn't just trying to spin a story to save myself. She read it, and she cried. Then she said something I haven't been able to get out of my head since. I loved you so much. Loved, past tense. I asked if she could really fall out of love that fast. She said yes. That in the space of a few minutes, I'd gone from the love of her life to just another sad man having a midlife crisis. We talked most of the night, but she wouldn't change her mind. She said no to marriage counseling, no to therapy, no to taking a break and thinking it over. We're filing for divorce. Until then, I'm sleeping in the spare room. She gets the marital bed. This isn't how I wanted things to end. She is the woman I love. The woman I will always love. If I could go back, I would have locked myself in that hotel room and never left except for the conference. I still hope she might change her mind someday, because what we had was too strong to be destroyed by 30 minutes of a terrible decision. He cheated, then changed his mind halfway through. Inspirational. Now for someone who didn't bother with second thoughts. Let's dive into my husband told me why he cheated on me. I just found out that my husband has been cheating on me, on and off, for 2 years. It started while I was pregnant. I wasn't in the mood for sex because of the pregnancy symptoms, and that's when he first stepped out. He cheated with 2 different women. The first was a stranger he met on a night out. But there's one girl in particular, someone he's kept going back to. They've been friends with benefits for almost a year now. I asked him why. Why would he do this to me? We have a family. We built a life together. We've been together for 8 years. And he threw it all away. For a girl who hasn't even graduated college yet? He told me, she's beautiful. She's quiet, she's simple, she's not annoying, she doesn't nag, she doesn't argue, she's not combative, she's not fat, she's not lazy, she's fun, she's spontaneous. She helps him forget about his problems. She makes his life easier instead of complicating it. And then he said, she's everything I'm not anymore. She reminded him of me 15 years ago. A younger version of me. I'm still processing all of this. It doesn't feel real. I keep thinking I'm going to wake up from this nightmare. But I'm not. And honestly, everything he said to me, it hurt more than finding out about the affair. He had a reason. He thought it made sense. It did not. Let's close it out with a woman who cheated and feels absolutely nothing about it. Let's get into, I cheated on my husband and I do not regret it at all. I got married at 20 to an amazing man. At the time, I don't think he could have been more perfect. No red flags, nothing concerning. Just a month after we got married, he went on his first military deployment. While he was away, we talked about trying to conceive as soon as he got back. And we did. I got pregnant really quickly after he returned, but when he came back, he wasn't the same person. The first sign? I told him I was pregnant. It was planned, so I expected him to be excited. Instead, he pretended to hug me, then body slammed me. Then he called my dad and told him what he did. I stayed in that marriage for 2 more years. My breaking point was when he choked me unconscious while I was breastfeeding our daughter. I started bleeding from the mouth. Why? Because I said good morning while he was playing Call of Duty. And his mic wasn't muted. When I came to, I called the police, called my parents, got picked up, left. I stayed gone for 3 years. Then my dad passed away, and like an idiot, I went back. I thought he had changed. He hadn't. The abuse picked right back up the moment he felt like he had control over me again. I tried leaving again, over and over. But he was a narcissist, and I had undiagnosed borderline personality disorder at the time. Even though I didn't have a name for it yet, I realized that in order to stay gone, I needed someone else. I needed a new favorite person. So that's what I did. I started dating my high school sweetheart. We fell in love again, fast, and it gave me the strength to finally leave. And then, he died. Just like that. Gone. Which I guess is either karma, or some twisted joke from the universe. But by the time he died, I had already left my ex-husband. That relationship saved my life. Because I've had more than one brush with death. The last one being my ex choking me in front of our 2 kids. While he was doing it, he told them he was going to prison for killing me, and that they'd be going into foster care. So yeah, cheating is bad in general. But I cheated. I don't regret it. I'm not sorry. It's the reason I'm still alive. My ex did sort of catch me. He cried. I felt nothing. Actually, I almost laughed, but I didn't, because I didn't want him to kill me. That's 5 stories. 5 people who cheated, got cheated on, or tried to redefine cheating in real time. Some owned it, some spun it. One guy literally thought that I stopped halfway was a redemption arc. If any of that reminded you of someone, yeah, same. Subscribe if you like watching people implode gracefully. There's always another train wreck just a click away. And tell me in the comments, which one deserved forgiveness? And which one deserved a house fire?